This is Action and Comics 891. It is some more of that run wherein Lenny Luthor took the reins as the headline star of the series. A very interesting direction, and one that has loads of possibilities. And there is some great stuff done in this run, but every time I have reviewed an issue of it, I have noted that there are bad issues, that the consistency of the run is not strong. The first issue is great, the last issue is great, and then there is stuff in between that varies. This is the first one that I am reviewing where I can say it is a bad issue. It is not the worst issue of the run. The Darkseid one with the stupid retcon about Lenny Luthor creating all of Darkseid's weapons when he was young. That is the nadir of shitness. But this issue is mostly a waste of time. The issue before this, it ended with Lenny Luthor facing Mindworm, and I said that I didn't remember this issue, and there was a good reason for that. Even though Lenny Luthor versus Mindworm, that is a good matchup. It is a good enemy to put Lenny into conflict with. This issue is just fucking fantasies. Mindworm is making Lenny Luthor live out fantasy scenarios, and they are meant to say something about him as a person. And I have said it more than enough. I hate shite like this. Ham-fisted cutaways that are filled with surface level metaphor and convenient plot-based information. And between these we have Mindworm breaking the fourth wall and talking to us, the reader, and explaining all the imagery and symbolism in case you are not clever enough to come to terms with, like, the most rudimentary level of symbolism around. Here we are seeing Lenny Luthor in the Frankenstein scene. He is Dr. Frankenstein, and his Zooey Deschanel sex robot is there too. She is in all of his fantasies because the artist really fucking fancies Zooey Deschanel. But what is underneath the cloth? What monster has Lenny Luthor created? Oh, it is himself. He is the monster, and he is also the mad scientist. Oh, that is clever and insightful. Here is Mindworm to explain that to you if you didn't get what it means. I fucking hate this so much. Now it is a cowboy fantasy, and Lenny Luthor, he is the town sheriff, and it is up to him. He has to stop this outlaw from far away wearing red and blue. Because Lenny Luthor, he sees himself as like Earth's sheriff or Earth's authority, and the only one who can stop the outlaw from far away, i.e. Superman. If you didn't believe us, well, Mindworm, he will explain it to you. The comic, it picks up ever so slightly because now Lenny Luthor becomes aware and he starts controlling his fantasies and he begins to face Mindworm directly. The Zoe Deschanel sex robot is there, and then Mindworm, he becomes massive. But it doesn't matter because it is just a fantasy, and Lenny Luthor can imagine himself with whatever powers he wants. Look, he is ripping his shirt off like Superman does. And then Lenny Luthor, he flies up and beats Mindworm up like Superman with Superman powers. And then in the real world, he just kicks Mindworm off a skyscraper. And then Mindworm does a big Mindworm explosion. This might be my shortest review ever because I have so much contempt for crappy dream sequence comics. But here is some more stuff with Lenny Luthor and his Zoe Deschanel sex robot. And they talk about the plot some more and how Lenny Luthor is embarking on a dangerous quest to try and find some phantom Green Lantern's energy, and how Mindworm is just a taste of some of the possible threats he may face. So to combat them and protect himself, he hires Deathstroke to be his bodyguard, which is an assignment that lasts all of an issue for no acknowledged reason. From a great first opening issue in 890 to this, I didn't think there is a better statement on the wildly scattershot standard of this run. I didn't recommend this to me worst friend. Mainly because I have no friends, so I didn't have a worst friend. I find this and issues like this insufferable, a waste of everyone's time. I probably should tear it up, but instead I'll just say 7 thumbs up and hopefully forget about this comic again.